Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Adventure Hiiiii. Today, I am coming to you from one of the 7 wonders in the world. Can you guess what it is? If you guessed the Taj Mahal, you're correct. It's located in India. And today, I'm doing the intermediate 2 part of Excel. And I want you guys to put in the comments, do you want me to do an advanced Excel? Because I'm kind of unsure. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do another advanced Excel. So I'm gonna share my screen and then teach you some of the more functions and all that kind of stuff. Share my screen. Alright, you should be able to see my screen. You should. Alright, so we're gonna start off with something that's called data validation. Data validation is a great tool to prevent users from entering not valid data. So, data validation. So let's start in the country. So I'm gonna select all my countries. So when you go to the heading and when you hover over the top border, you get this little down arrow. Click that, it will select everything below. If you want to include the heading, click that same thing again. But in this case, I only want, or yeah, you could just select, or you could just do Control Shift down. Okay, and now to do data validation, go up to your Formulas tab. Actually, your Data tab. Now this is different in some Excel versions. In my Excel, I'm using Office 365. So in the Data tab, if you're using Office 365, go to the Data Tools, and in there you get this little icon called Data Validation. Click on it. You get this little dialog popping up. So there's 3 tabs: the Settings, Input, and Alert. We're gonna start with the Settings tab. So if you click here and Allow, it gives you tons of things. So basically what we're gonna do is making sure that users don't enter something that's invalid. So let's say let's say a list. Let's say text length. So if I click on text length and I can click on the data, it can be between, not equal to, equal to. I'm gonna use equal to, and it can only be 2 lengths. When I click OK, it is applied a data validation to that. So if I go ahead and type in invalid data, let's say I type in this last one, I type in another N and click enter. It would say this value does not match the data validation restricted defined for the cell. And I'm not undo that because I do not want that. I'm gonna change it to N. So data validation is a good way to prevent users from entering wrong data. So now let's go to the lookup list. So what if you want a list? We're going to focus on creating drop-down lists. This is data validation. So I'm going to select all. I'm in the lookup list worksheet. I'm going to select all of this. I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go to the Data tab, and in the Data Tools on the Office 365, click on Data Validation. To create a drop-down list, you're going to have to use the list in the Allow section. I'm going to click the list and the source. You can literally highlight the source. So the source is basically, so I'll show you what it does. Control Shift down arrow, click OK. So what it has done is create a drop-down list. So whenever you click on any cell in here, it's created a drop-down list. So let's say I want to change, if you want to change this, you can click on the drop-down list, and all of those sources are highlighted in here. So I can change this to Quinstar, and it would change to Quinstar. And then since this is linked to this, it will also change in here somewhere, but it doesn't show it. In that case, that's not what I'm gonna do, so I'm undo it. So drop down list is a good way if you want to change something. So let's say I'm gonna do the same thing for the stats. Go to the Data tab, go to List, and select source, which is this. Click OK. It created a drop-down list for all of the ones. So you could change this to anything, platinum, and then you can change all this. So in that case, I just want that bronze. So that's data validation and the drop-down list. Let's focus on advanced conditional formatting. We're going to go back to our home tab and we're going to go to the client database worksheet and the conditional formatting and the styles. And in the beginner one and intermediate one, beginner one, beginner two, and intermediate one, I talked about data bars, color scales, and icon sets. Make sure you watch that and then come back here for conditional. We're going to focus on highlight cell rules and top bottom rules. We're going to start with highlight rules. So I'm going to select all my events. Control shift down arrow. Go all the way back up. I'm going to click on conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, and there's tons of them. So let's say I do between. If I click between, so let's say I put highlight. So let's say if the number is between 10 and 28, put with a light red fill with dark text. And as you can see, it's already giving you a preview. You can also change that. You can do a light red fill. You also can do a custom format. So and let's just say I want it, if the number is between 5 and 15, I can, if I click OK, it doesn't look like it, but you know what? Let me do that again. Let me undo that because I think it looked a little weird because you can't see let me go to equal to. Let's say, no, sorry, not the equal to. This has zeros between, I said 5 and 15. Click OK. Now it's highlighted all the cells in that range I picked that are between 10 and 15. There's also more you could do. Greater than, less than, between them is equal to the cell, text that contains this much, date occurring, duplicate values, which is like you can't repeat. You'll highlight the cells that are duplicates, and there's a lot more. So that's the highlight cells. Top bottom rules are kind of like the same thing. So I'm gonna select the events again. Actually, I'm actually gonna undo what I did last because this is not gonna work if I keep this. Select all that. Let's do the top bottom rules. So let's say I only want to see the top 10 items in that list. If I click top 10 items, now you can also do top 10, you can also do top 11, and you can adjust this to one. I'm gonna click top 10, okay. Oh, never mind, I have to do that again. Wait, let me do with this one. Conditional formatting, highlights, so top bottom rules. Let's go. Wait, let me go to a different worksheet. Wait. Cost medium. Look up lists. Find base is the best one. So now we're gonna select all of that. We're gonna go to top bottom rules, and no, we can't do that. This top bottom rules only works with numbers. So this really doesn't matter because the client ID really won't matter. But I'm just gonna do this. So I'm gonna go back to conditional formatting, top bottom rules, and let's just say top 10 items. Like okay, and now it kind of looks a little weird, but it's highlighted all the top 10 items. See, the top 10 items is highlighted. And you could do this. You could sort it, filtering it, and you can do sort by color, and you can sort it by, I think it was probably this one. See, now it's putting all the top 10 items. In this case, that's not all what I want, so I'm just gonna no fill. And let's do the events because I figured out what I did wrong there. See, it's already highlighted. So actually, I don't need. Just click the drop down, sort by color, and this is the one. There is the top 10 items. The top 10 items. And so yeah, that's the rest of the conditional formatting. That's really what I have. Now let's get into tons of functions. I have, let me count in my head. I have 6 functions for you today. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna do it. Let's start by talking to new. So it's gonna be new if the events are more than 10. So if the events are more than 10, it's gonna be so if it's more than 10, it's gonna put new. If it's less than 10, it's gonna put nothing. So for this, we're gonna use the if function. You're gonna type in equals if tab, Now, the logical test. So we're going to click on our cell, and we want to see, and because we're working in the table, that's why it shows like that. We want to see if this has to be greater than or equal to 10, comma, to specify the next argument, if the value is true. If the value is true, now make sure when you put text, you better put it in quotations. Put new in the cell, make sure you close your brackets, and comma, if the value is false, put nothing. Except when you put nothing, put 2 quotes in a row. Excel will recognize that put nothing there. Close your brackets, enter. And since now we're working the table, it's already copied it down. It looks a little weird, but if I scroll down, you can get it. So see, this one is more than 10, more than or equal to 10, so it's highlighted new, and that gift. So the gift is, we're going to use the gift. They will get a gift if the events are more than 5 and the country is US. So this we're going to use the and function is equal to and tab logical 1, logical 2. So we're going to say if this is greater than or equal to 5, comma, and this has to be equal to, in the brackets, better put US. One, close your brackets, enter. True, false, 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 false. And then since we're working, we have to do an if function, you have to put the if on the outside. And so this was our logical test. So on the outside, we're going to put a comma. If it's true, in the brackets, we're going to put a gift and comma, and then it would be quotation, quotation, close your brackets for the if, and then close your brackets one more time. Oh, close your brackets one more time, and enter. Oh, never mind. You only need one bracket, looks like. And then enter and gift. So it looks like it's more than 5 and it's US. And I can also sort this by gift. And those are all the gifts that are going to be there. So that's the and function. The or is the exact same thing, except it just has to meet one of the conditions. Let's do an or for this. Is equal to or tab. It's logical 1. This has to be greater than, less than, or equal to 10, comma, and remember to put the if on the outside since we're working with the if, so let's put the if. This right here is our logical, so we're still working on it. So if the events are more than 10, or this is equal to, in the brackets, oh, no, is equal to US, close your brackets for the and then put the comma for the if it is, in the brackets, put gift, close your brackets, close your quotation, comma, quotation, quotation, close your brackets, enter. And done gift. So or means it has to just meet one of the conditions. And means it has to meet both of the conditions. So this one here, it's not less than 10 and it's not US, so it's no. Or means it meets one of the conditions, it has to meet one of those conditions, and means it has to meet all the conditions. And you can go to 254 conditions, so that's a lot. Let's do the VLOOKUP. The VLOOKUP is a good one, so we're going to do the status here. Is equal to, this is based on the events, VLOOKUP. Now you might be wondering, VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, what's the difference? VLOOKUP is a vertical lookup, HLOOKUP is a horizontal lookup. In this case, we're using a VLOOKUP, so we're going to use the VLOOKUP. So in the VLOOKUP, we want to see that if 7 is between, since 7 is between 1 to 10, it has to be bronze. So we're going to look up value is the events, comma, the table array, which is this, comma, the index number. So we wanted to return either one of these values. So we're going to put a 2. Oh, no, never mind. Let me do that way. Put a number 2. Oh, no, I didn't. Wait, let me do that again, sorry. Comma, so you get the event. Now we're going to select this. Comma, a 2. What's going on? No. comma 2. Yep. And then comma, we need an approximate match because like it's not gonna be like if it's 1, it's 10. 1, it's 1, it's brown. So we're gonna put an approximate match. Oh no, wait, I forgot to press that. No, sorry. And here we're gonna click true. Click on this, and then click enter. And look what has happened. It is. Oh yeah, remember we have to keep the absolute value. We have to keep this absolute since like we don't want to like everything is shifting down, so we want to keep this absolute. To put an absolute, you're gonna put the $ in front of the 10 and in front of the n, and the same thing here. I put the $ incorrect for this one, so I'm gonna have to do it again. And press enter, and has copied it down. So it looks like 7, 2, 3, all of these are between 1 and 10, so it's becoming bronze. Silver, it's between 10 and 20, so I give this, and it tells the number, because this was already in the formula. So there's 263 bronze people, there's 72 gold, silver, 19 gold, and 8 platinum. Platinum means 30 or more. And you can also sort it by, if you only want to see the platinum, okay? All the platinum, which makes sense because all the top 10 events were there. So clear for status, and that's the VLOOKUP. Let's look at the index. The index is a really good one if you're working with a small table. So we're gonna do the index over here. Equals to index tab. Now what's your array? We're gonna specify the array. Now I'm just gonna do a little portion of this. Don't take some, comma, you want, let's say you want row number 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Oh no, wait, I think you know what's going on. You know what? Yeah, wait, never mind. 3. Let me take this one away. 3, comma, so we're gonna use, let's just say row 1, 2, let's just pick a random number. 5. 5. Close your brackets, enter. A. So what that is, look, I say column 3, so column this one, and row 5. 1, 2, 1. No, and as I've turned, and A, which makes sense because if I keep scrolling down, wait, I have to do that again. Wait, I made a mistake. Wait. Index tab. Now we're gonna do an array, which is gonna do a really small portion of it. Oh wait, oh, you know what happened? I have to delete the cell and do it again. Equals to, because it's doing an absolute reference. Is equal to index. The array, we're just gonna specify a little bit of it, comma, the row number, which is the row number, is 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's just put 3. Oh, you know, this is always a stupid thing. I'm gonna have to delete. Row number, I'm gonna put, let's just put 3 as the row number, comma, and let's just put 2 as a column number, enter, D. So the row number is 3. Row number is 3. I'm just gonna select this, and then the column number is 2. And as you can see, it returned a D, which is correct. So index is a good way to see if those two are, to find like a specific point inside that. Let's move on to one of the advanced checking called the error checking tool. The error checking tool is good if you want to go through your worksheet and fix all your errors you have. So as you can see here, in this worksheet, I have tons of errors. So the errors can be found on the formulas one in the formula auditing group. We're gonna go to error check and click that. So it has first seen this. So it's showing that, wait. Start. So we're gonna start in this cell right here. We're gonna click the error checking tool. And right now it's telling you this, the error in LC27. So that it's doing an H lookup, which makes sense. And D23 price is 60. You click show calculation steps. you can actually use the evaluate here, and it's showing a reference. And if you look closely, let me X that out. If you double click on this, it's showing a 2 here, then it's showing a 3 here, then it's showing a 4 here, and then you see that this is showing a 6. It doesn't go 2, 3, 4, 6. It goes 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to change this to 5. Enter. Actually, no, wait, I have to do that again. Wait, I didn't type in the number. 5 and enter. And it has fixed, since that was the main point, it has fixed all the errors in the workflow. But if they were not connecting, you would just keep going through the error check and you will click next, and then we'll show you the next one. You can evaluate that and you can just go next and just keep going. So that's the error check. Now we're gonna go to the, let's see, I have to remember here. We're gonna do the, wait. We're gonna do another function. If I can find the worksheet best for this. So we're gonna do another function. Actually, you know what? The sum product. It's called sum product. So sum product is basically like if you want to take. Let me see which worksheet would be best for this. So let's say I want to multiply. It's basically summing it and it's like a sum and a product. So let's say there was number. Okay, let me do it this way. This is a good one. Let me just add the number 5 up here. Number 5. So let me put the 5 up. Enter. Enter. Let's say I'm going to do sum product. So I'm going to do sum product. Is equal to sum product tab. So the array 1 is this, comma your array 2 is this. Close your brackets, enter. It is kind of weird, but it is multiplied this times this. Because this is not invalid number, that's why it's showing a now. So it's basically multiplied. And you can do it like you can select an entire, like if in case I want to, let me undo that. Let's say I want to select this array right here, comma, and select this. Close the brackets, enter. Now value, because this is not an array, it's just a single cell. So sometimes basically you can like take an array and multiply it by the top, and then it'll give you the answer. And it sounds like product, but like it's multiple arrays. So let's say I had number 6 here, number 6 here, and I had the number 7 up here, number 8, 9 here, I had the number 4 up here, and let me change that just to 7, okay? Now when I go here and do sum product, I'm gonna undo that. If I select the array, which is this, comma the array of this, close my brackets, enter, it's returned 78. So it has multiplied this times this plus this times this, and has gotten an answer 78. So that's what the sum product is. Let me stop sharing my screen because that was it for today. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And also, let me know in the comments if you want another advanced Excel video. I'm pretty sure I can try if you guys want it. Bye bye, and I'll see you later. Bye.